Hi, and welcome to another episode of 3 Foot Good. I'm Daren.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Rich.
You know, a lot of other YouTube channels, they number their episodes and stuff to make it easier for you to find what episode you're looking for.
Yeah. That's
We, however, don't do that.
I have no idea what number this would be.
I don't either. No,
I think we have a playlist, though, so we can just look to see how many videos are on the
No,
playlist,
but
right?
that's just videos for Legion, though.
Oh.
Yeah, because we got all kinds of
That's
other
right, because we
videos
got the
out
Free
there.
Blades, and we've got the
Napoleonics. We got
Rangers.
Yeah, Rangers of Shadow
Yeah.
Deep. There's,
Okay, never mind.
yeah.
Hobby stuff.
Yeah.
I think we've got over 185 videos, but that includes shorts videos, and
Right.
it includes all the...
Which, hey, I added like one to it in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. It got 2,000 views.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. And so that's what we're here to talk about tonight.
What, shorts?
No, where we were at.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We've gone to some tournaments.
Yeah.
Well, I've gone to multiple tournaments.
Yeah.
I get to be Daren now for one episode of I went to multiple tournaments
Poor bastard.
and played 6 games.
Get to be Daren.
Now maybe no,
Yeah.
still not there.
It's
Still
a
not
bit of
there.
a curse.
Right. Daren came to one of the tournaments and got 3 games in.
I did.
And they were all really fun. So I'll start with Kendall's because that happened chronologically first.
Yes. Yeah, and I didn't make it to that
You
one.
did not. There was a snowstorm
There
the day
was,
before.
and I decided not to go.
Daren decided he was going to not
Yeah.
try and make it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Other people may have said choice words about Daren not
They
making
did.
it.
There were people talking shit about me not making it to the tournament.
Yes. But this tournament was in Cedar Rapids at First Turn Games.
Yeah, and it was a little bit further drive than the Peoria one, and
It was the opposite direction.
Yeah, and the opposite direction. So I was like,
And-
no.
And this was actually the first tournament in his new area.
Right.
So
So
he had-
tell us about the new area.
So First Turn Games they're like in a strip mall, I guess would be kind of like what it is.
Yeah.
And the owner Moose has now bought the next 2 sections, stalls, buildings, whatever those are called, next to his First Turn Games. And he has made it now you can pretty much walk into all 3 of them. The one is still just store space, and there are some tables in there like for Magic and whatnot. When you go into the next section, that's where there is several arcade games. There's some seating so you can sit and play probably board games and some like coffee table type things. It's really cool. The next section is the gaming area / painting area because he has a table that's actually set up for painting. Anybody can come in and to start painting. Like it's kind of cool. The table has got like garbage bags on it, so you're not going to worry about spilling paint on ruining the table or anything like that. The flooring, because I guess it was an old gym, is that nice like soft, nice rubber cushion stuff, so you're not standing on concrete. And I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. And after playing the 3 games, I realized my knees didn't hurt. It was my back from leaning over for 3 games, but my knees didn't hurt. I was like, this is really nice. There are going to be photos because I shared photos. There's also a short in our shorts section, right? That's where it is, of me kind of doing a 30-second pan of standing in the game room, looking through the second room into the store, and then I pan over to where the game tables are and whatnot. So it's a really cool space. I'm excited to have another cool gaming area close by-ish. I mean, within 2 hours, that's doable.
Mm-hmm.
And they have
And to be
plans.
fair, it's closer for you than it is for Daren.
Well, it is because it's more like a 2-hour drive for Daren. Ish.
Yeah.
Probably. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But so that's also awesome. And I mean, growing the community is great. There was 10 people there. We had 2 guys from Waterloo that came down, so that was cool.
Yeah.
One of them actually came to the Peoria tournament as well. Then there was some of the locals. We had 2 of the Des Moines guys. 1 or 2 of the Des Moines guys showed up. Michael Smith was there. And then me.
Michael, haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah, he hasn't played in a while. His last time he played was against me at Kennedy Con back in like March, he had said. So he said he was very rusty. Then it was me, my son, Jeff, and Chris. Because Kale couldn't come. He had to cancel. And then Daren canceled. So we were going to have 6. Got it down to 4. Everybody needs to sit down. I went undefeated. I went 3-0, and I played Michael Smith my last game.
No way. Awesome.
Yep.
Well done.
Yeah. I did not win the tournament because there was 2 3-0s, and Jeff beat my first round opponent. And if he would have won, if Jeff would have lost to him, I think my strength of schedule beats James's then.
So you're saying Steiner messed up? your
Well,
strength
he
of
didn't
schedule.
because of the top 4, we had 3 of them.
Oh,
Me, Chris, and Jeff were second, third, and fourth. So, and then James, who was one of the guys from Waterloo, he had the higher strength of schedule. He won the tournament at 3-0. So it was really cool. Let's see, what was it? Rowan got what was his? He got a Hondo. There was one Hondo that went to the promo Hondo, went to the first place person. And then there was 2 more that got randomized to 2 people. I can't remember who got the first one. And then the second one went to Wyatt, who was at our tournament as well. He's one of Kendall's local guys. But he already had one. So he's like, no, draw another number. And then Rowan got it. So I'm like, that's just like me having it. So, I mean, and my son was adamant that no, it's not, it's his. And I'm like, right, but how often are you going to use them? I'm like, and you're not going to use them all the time. So that was fun. It was had played 3 new opponents, had never played Wyatt, had never played Chet, who was one of the Waterloo guys. And then I shouldn't say new, because I had played Michael once. But I did play 3 completely different armies. So that was fun. And it was good. They did pizza as well. There was enough pizza for everybody. There was some left over at the end of the night. And we got home at a decent time. So that was actually pretty cool. One of the coolest things, though, that Moose did is everybody that participated in the tournament could go and pick a free, small pot of paint to take home with them.
Yeah.
So, because Moose is really big into painting and he likes people to have paint. So that was actually a pretty cool prize. My son, because he got last place, got like a $10 gift card. Because I got second place, I think I got like a $20 gift card. So we ended up getting some other items as well. It was all good. It was all great. Everybody had fun. Rowan was very excited to play again because I told him this was on a Sunday. And it got done fairly early for a Sunday for having 3 rounds, which was great. It was like, we're playing again on Saturday. And he's like, I know. I'm like, I might be able to get my Hondo together. I think I might take him Saturday. I'm like, all right, you got to get them together. Spoiler, he did not bring him Saturday. He was assembled, but he didn't know what a good list was for it. He has since made 6 or 7 lists. I'm rubbing off on him. And he wants to try a Hondo list where all he runs is standing orders every turn. And because he's droids, he still has order control. So I'm like, hey, try it. So it was very fun. It was nice. I won the first 2 games. Then I had Drew Michael, and I was like, well, this should be interesting. But I was able to pull it out. So my second game with Wyatt, he was running a 212 with triple ISP, triple flamer ATRT, or double flamer ATRT that had Scout 2 because of that one command card you can give them. I didn't think I was going to win that one. And then one of my ATRTs just decided to not die all game down to 1 wound. He couldn't kill it. And I'm like, all right, I guess it'll stay here still and kick you. And he couldn't kill it. So it was really good. I didn't think I was going to do well, but then the objective just went my way. I have to say this for full disclosure, because Kendall said, well, technically I didn't win his tournament because somehow my battle deck didn't go into my box of stuff. So I show up there, I have all my command cards, and I'm like,
that's right.
I don't have a fucking battle deck. And so Kendall let me use his from his Wookiee Battle Force.
Dude, you pulled a Lenny.
I did. Well, and so none of his primaries matched with what I had. I was like, hey, no, this is the hand I'm dealt. And I did not do my primary on any of them. My opponent did the primary, and the secondaries, I had the new secondary in my deck, and Kendall did not. And I wasn't going to be like, oh, well, we'll just say, because it's all new and it's all different. I said, nope, we're going with this. This is what it is. So that was fun. Michael was very adamant that no, we'll proxy the cards you play with your deck, and it didn't really matter. So that was fun. That was great. I went home, immediately found the cards just sitting on the table. I don't know what the hell they were doing there because I thought they were in the box, but then they got into the box, and then the box was shut and locked and was ready for Saturday. So I was ready to go for Saturday. So I went 3-0. That was great. That made my record of tournaments this year go to 4-5. So I'm like, hey, even if I lose out in Peoria, I won games. So we go through the week, we get ready, and all of a sudden now there's another huge fucking snowstorm gonna hit on fucking Friday. Of course. I'm like, all right.
It did too. It hit hard.
It did.
Yeah.
And so we got up early, and Rowan and I went and drove. And once we got on the main roads, yeah, you couldn't do the normal 65, 70, but you could do 50, 55, 60. And it was fine until you got around other cars. And then Daren.
So I had to take a few more back roads, and they were a little
Adventurous?
Yeah, we can go with adventurous. A little bit more adventurous. And then getting to the highway, I must have been, when you're driving and there's all kinds of snow in the left lane, you're driving fast enough, but not fast. You want to pass, but the left lane isn't in good shape.
Hasn't been plowed yet.
So if you pass, there's a good chance there's going to be a problem. So you just kind of sit. And there was it was like driving through a snowstorm in traffic.
Yes.
And so it was a little, and come to find out that the Cedar Rapids trip wasn't as bad as the Peoria trip.
It was not, but there was the wonderful 2 halves of a house being moved on a semi that then was taking up both the lanes on I-80. And it was really hard to try and pass because you kind of had to go in the shoulder, but that shoulder hadn't been plowed at all. And the snow on top of the house, well, obviously nobody got up there to brush it off because it's all just flying off at everybody. And I'm just like, I think we'll just wait till we get to Iowa City to pass them. And I'm like, yeah, we got time. We'll be all right, maybe. And we made it. There was like 5-10 minutes to spare.
I wasn't the last one to show up.
You were not the last one to show up in Peoria.
Yeah. So, I got there. And it once again, they just picked up. So this is the first tournament that they had.
It was their local Legion guys kind of getting back into it, and new players that have been playing but really haven't gone to tournaments.
Right.
Hosting an event.
Yeah, and it was next door, so they got that.
Yes.
They've got a new play space also.
Yep.
And
they were worried it was going to be a little cold because there's not the best heating in there because there's a lot of open windows. Mm-hmm. But they had put in some cardboard, not cardboard, but like that paper.
Yeah.
Like wrapping, like that thick wrapping paper.
It was fine. It was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah. And
especially once you get like 20 gamers in there.
Yeah. But tables were great. Hank,
there should be pictures of that too, because I took pictures of those.
I did not.
This was not Adam mentioned and Chris mentioned about how we had to up our terrain game, jokingly, because these tables are the Adepticon tables. Yeah. So yes, they're great. If you've seen the Adepticon tables,
Hank,
that's
Hank provided those.
Yep.
Thank you, Hank.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Hank.
Yeah. And so we played on those tables. It was a lot of fun. We both went 2-1, right?
2-1.
We both went 2-1. The marksmen have come out, and I actually ran the marksmen for this tournament. I ran 2 squads of them. I threw there were normal squads with the RPS and dug in, which then gives them that red saves when they're in cover and all that. I think, they are a bit aim starved. They want aims to do all of their special things. Everything. You want aims for the long shot. You want aims for marksmen to convert stuff. And so they're a bit aim starved. However, if you can get them the aims, they can be really, really effective. There were a couple games that they did some work.
I completely forgot to go over what my list was, so I'll do that when he's done.
I ran an ISP, a couple of I had kind of a mismatch of all kinds of stuff. I had Anakin because I like Anakin. 5 squad, but it was not a double stuffed. It was kind of a minor stuffed 5 squad.
Extra dude.
Yeah, extra dude. Z6 for a bunch of shooting. Cody, ISP, couple flamer RTs, and 2 completely naked arcs. One of those I just used for as a token battery for the marksman, basically.
Move aim or move.
Yeah, or move dodge or whatever. And they were just there for a token battery, which is kind of an expensive token battery, but they're also kind of a linebacker. So you've got a unit of arcs kind of sitting back here moving. So if something gets up, They're a linebacker because you certainly don't want to use like Anakin or anything like that for a linebacker.
No.
So that's kind of what I did. And it worked out kind of nice. There were, all kinds of observation tokens going out from the 327th on the ISP, and Cody being able to throw out observation tokens, which can give you those re-rolls and all that kind of stuff. So kind of,
and then special things with Cody's cards.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So it was fun. It's kind of coming together. I've made some adjustments, of course, on the list a little bit. I was running the Flamer ATRTs for big squads. The problem with Flamer ATRTs is you got to get them across the board and they become a target, which kind of saves everything else. But that first turn, maybe even the second turn, you're not getting them into good action with the Flamer if they're playing smart and staying away from you.
Right.
So I think I'm going to switch to the rotary because it's 5 black dice, surgeon to hit. You can attack at range 3. They scout on moves. So you're attacking at turn 1. You're still getting multiple dice, not as many dice, but I think they're and they're not quite as scary. So you might not grab quite as much attention a little bit. But
I should have taken notes because Daren's saying things they're now jogging memories for. So we'll get into that.
Yeah. So that had some great games. Had a lot of fun. They were all close except for my loss. I got my loss. I got handed. That was a pretty good loss. But it was against a Rebel S 14 acts, maybe 13 acts. It's one of those though. And he played really well. I had burst of speed with Anakin. He had kind of blocked somebody off, so I had to get in there. And so you've got the immobilized, and then he was able to withdraw and use the frickin' whip on Anakin.
Oh,
yeah, and then it gives me 2 more immobilized, so now he's not doing shit.
You're not moving.
Yeah, and he's standing out in the middle of the world with his dingle balls hanging out. Brilliant plan. He really worked good. Very good player. Everybody was good players. So had a great time though. Really, really did. Had a good time. They were talking about 4 inches of snow. I think they doubled that down there.
Yeah, they did. I should have brought snow boots.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny because after round 1, we had the buffet
and
that was provided.
Yeah, and we brushed our cars off.
Everybody brushed their cars off. And then it was still game over. Like when the tournament's over, there's still 3-4 inches on my car. Now it had stopped snowing.
Right.
So that was nice for the drive home.
Okay. After you said the boots thing, I came up with an idea for a product. You heard it here first, right? Okay. How about like instead of like boots, keeping like gator kind of boots that easily slip over your shoes?
Oh,
right.
Okay.
And so they're like a gator kind of material. It's probably already out there. But when you slip, is it? But you slip them over on the bottoms. Yeah, cut finder on the bottoms of your. If you haven't seen that, we'll probably throw it on.
Hey, Daren.
What's up, buddy?
I think I got a splinter or something in my hand again.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't find it?
No, it's like right in here, but I just won't find it.
Hey, you know what we could use? We've got that stuff, that new sponsor game.
Oh, that's right. What was that called?
Cut Finder.
Okay, so we got this.
Cut Finder.
You just gotta spray it on here, right?
Just put a little bit on your hand. See how that works.
Oh, I'm starting to feel it. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be right here, I bet. Yeah, it's getting a little warm.
Getting a little warm?
Yeah.
The warmth is the 127 different chemicals that we're using in new
Cut Finder.
Ooh, Daren, it's getting kind of hot.
That heat is the penetrating chemicals, all 56 of them approved by a Nigerian scientist in Nigeria for new Cut Finder.
Daren, it's burning. It's burning, Daren.
That burning sensation is all the chemicals working in to find that wonderful cut in
Cut Finder.
Daren, it's going up my arm. Daren, the whole arm is burning.
That is the 67 new chemicals that we have in new Cut Finder working to get that cut found. Get Cut Finder. It works.
Cut Finder's not a real product. If you think it's a real product, stop watching our damn channel. It is not legal in any state, probably not legal in Nigeria, and no animals were hurt in the filming of this video.
But on the bottoms you have like little knobbies or something like that for traction.
Right.
But then you just pull them on, and then you should do all that shit, and then you can take them and bund them up into nothing and throw them in there. So you're not like wearing boots, But if you need to, you can throw them on for, specifically for those who work in offices and stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, you can, and then your car breaks down, you can throw the little gator boots on and go, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, and you're not getting snow all over that. Yeah, I made that sound. I'll do it again. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. See, I did it again. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. And
so my list. So my list was the same for both. I didn't change it. I had Rex Cody. I had a big 5s squad with a Z6, frag grenades. Oh my gosh, that was many dice.
So
People
the thing
didn't really respect
so,
that until it was like, oh crap, that can throw how many dice?
Because a lot of people like to put the Pierce the shotgun in a 5 squad, which is awesome
for melee because 5s gives you charge and the shotgun is melee to range 2.
So that's awesome, but you're now having to do that, moving forward. However, if you get into range 1 and you're throwing that frag grenade, with the double crit stuff, now you're surge crit with that entire unit, and those white dice now surging to crit makes them
1 in 4 crits.
Yeah, so that makes them
really good.
Yeah, it makes
really good.
It's a hell of a dice pool.
Yes, it is.
If you allow that to happen.
Chet found out about that in my first game with his Aqua Droids, which is the first time I played Aqua Droids, and he got within range 1 of 5's squad, and it did not go well.
Yeah, so it's a cool little thing. I mean, it's kind of gimmicky, maybe.
It is, but again, you stay at range 3, then I'm still chucking. What is it? 18 dice. 19 dice at range 3,
Right.
All right.
But with the double stuff, you're probably moving it forward a little bit anyway. And stuff is going to come out there. So.
Right. But I mean, even if they're trying to stay at a range 1, all right, at range 2 and 3, I'm still chucking a ton of dice at you.
Yeah.
And I should have an aim somewhere to use.
Accuracy by volume. You just, it is fun to roll a shit ton of dice.
I had Ahsoka in a shotgun squad.
Yep.
With a specialist. And then that gave her, she had prepared supplies and environmental gear. So she always had that dodge to give them block, and she doesn't care about terrain. I then had a 4-man squad that had take cover, or binoculars to take cover. The scanner, not the binoculars, the scanner. I had 3 ATRTs, 1 with the laser cannon and 2 with the flamethrowers. All of them had the onboard comms, just so I could be a droid player for a turn or 2. That's really nice when I don't have a clone commander to start that chain on 5s to give us that order. Being able to direct to it from Cody and then going to 5s and then going back to Cody or to somebody else, or issuing an order to the Flamer ATRT that's by 5's squad and then bouncing it to 5s that then goes to the 2 ARC squads that I had. They were just 2 4-man squads with a couple upgrades. I used them kind of as 1 token batteries, but also then as maneuverable. Hey, they are going to throw 8 dice at you if they get there. So it was great. It was fun.
The onboards comms thing, I did kind of steal from you a little bit.
The Z6 I kind of stole from you because that's just amazing. There were several times you were like, oh, I can't put him out yet. You haven't put 5's squad out yet. I'm like, yep, I know. And he has Scout 2 because Rex has scouting party and recon intel. So I will get my speed 2 move and then do a speed 2 move and probably be able to shoot you depending on where you go.
Yeah.
So in Peoria, I got to play 3 new people. I did play Adam Moore, my second round, and I hadn't played him yet. He's like, no, I don't think we've ever. I'm like, I thought we did. He's like, no. He's like, I usually play Daren or Kale. He's like at the store. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do this. And the first game I played one of the locals in Peoria. It was his first real tournament. He was really excited.
I played, Lucas the first game.
I played Brendan. Oh God, I'm horrible.
Yeah, me too. I'm not going to remember.
Yep.
I think Lucas, Adam, and Brett. I mean, I could look it up, but that would be professional.
Yeah, we don't do that. We would have notes. We want to be professional. We'd have a script. Come on. There would be multiple pictures of us actually rolling dice and playing the game. No, we don't do that.
Yeah, you guys know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
They're not here for that anyway. They're here for the end.
That's probably true. I played Brendan. He had a rebel list, and it was 13 acts. It was a huge number of acts. And I was like, oh, okay. He was running Mandos, Clan Ren, Sabine, Ahsoka. He had, who else did he have in that list? Leia, maybe. I can't remember. He had a whole bunch. He had all the Mandos. But the one thing that I told him after the game that he messed up on was my Ahsoka squad went into his Mandos. The Mandos had moved out to shoot Ahsoka squad. And since the Mandos can shoot Ahsoka, and Ahsoka was the closest mini, that means you're in range to be charged by Ahsoka. So Ahsoka's going to dive and at least get safe so they're not get shot by anything else. Well, then he decided to charge in a Rebel Trooper squad to try and do some more damage into them. And I was like, oh. Yeah, so that next turn when I attacked, I just attacked. He went first with the Mandos and attacked and might have killed the guy. And then I just attacked the Rebel Troopers who don't have impervious or red surging saves and wiped the squad out. And we were doing bring them to heal, and so that got me another victory point. And in bring them to heal,
Bring them to heal or
not, sweep and clear,
sweep and clear?
sweep and clear. And in all of my sweep and clear games I played, I scored round 1, and that was the definitive. That's how I beat Chet at the first turns games tournament, was because I was 1 victory point ahead of him when the game ended. That's how that kept me ahead on Brendan, and then he got behind. Like he felt behind then because of that. So then he felt like he had to try and make moves and take more risks. My second opponent was Adam. It was a great game playing against him. Ended up that one went to points at the end, or victory points. I think I beat him by 1 victory point at the very end. He was trying to figure out a way he could try and make it to where we tie and go to points, but I had him on points destroyed anyway. So he was like, it doesn't really matter. He's like, I'm just, for my own thing, which was, it was a great game, had fun. Then I played Michael Los,
Oh, yeah.
who was at the Fall Brawl, who is listed as a Florida Coast guy who I messaged, and it was like, are you sure this is in Iowa?
Yeah, but that's where he's from.
That's where he was from originally. He's now moved to Illinois. And the guys at Peoria were just like, yeah, we're just waiting on Daren and Michael. He's like, but Michael's from Florida. I'm like, oh, no, he's not. He still has that. I'm like, he's from there. And then within 5 minutes, Michael had messaged me, hey, I'm going to be 10 minutes late. Yeah. So I believe he got the bye in that tournament, round 2, he got the bye for round 1 because we had 19. They were at 24. That's what they could max do. And then a whole bunch of people canceled the night before because of weather and whatnot. And so
we had Indiana Garrison was there.
Yep.
Right?
Indiana Garrison guys were there. Got to meet several of them.
Yep.
There was some of the 630 skirmishers did not make it.
Right.
Those were a whole bunch of the guys that also didn't.
Right.
Because of weather. Got to meet the Peoria guys.
Yeah.
And
there was one other group, right?
Well, there was one guy, trying to think where the James from Waterloo was there. He actually had driven down to Davenport Friday, stayed the night in Davenport Friday, and then drove down to Peoria from there.
Yeah.
So
So great time.
Yeah.
All
3 games were fun.
Very nice store.
I was 2-0 going against Michael, and he put me in my place. That and my dice. My dice felt like Daren dice.
Oh, see, that's not. So my third game, my opponent, I had really good dice in it, and he
and you won.
And I, it was one of those where you kind of apologize because you were making all the rolls and all that stuff.
Yeah, I would roll 6 red saves, 2 surges.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That ATRT's dead.
Yeah, I was
here's
the
another
opposite. I mean,
Yeah,
he was shooting everything at this one ATRT, and it was just like,
I think 5's the squad died in
save.
maybe 2 or 3 shots. 5's the squad died.
So
And I'm just like, well, that's how that's going to go.
It's a dice game, right?
It's
a dice game. Yeah,
it is a dice game.
Yep.
It was fun. It was great. We'll definitely go again.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, it is only like an hour. Like both these stores were like an hour and a half for me. So, like that's doable. Rowan had a blast all of his games, even though he lost all of his games. He came close. He came close on a couple of them, and he made him go to points destroyed, I think, once, and he lost by 1 victory point in another one.
That's good.
So
that's improving.
He's getting done. Like Kendall was amazed. He was almost always the first game done in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah.
And that was one thing Rowan wanted to work on was his speed of play. And his claim to fame, I should have started with this. He melee killed with Bosk a unit. I want to say it was a Jedi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, Bosk has like 3 or 4 red dice.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was his bounty target. So then it gave him a victory point. I believe Bosk then died next turn, but that doesn't matter then. Like, that's not secret mission. They got to score it and they're done.
Yeah.
So he's had a lot of fun. he's looking forward to more. He wants to know when the next tournament is, and I'm like, well, buddy, probably the fall brawl. no, I'm sorry, because we're gonna do the spring training.
Yeah, but there's
No, because we're not gonna make it to the skirmish, the 6:30 skirmisher one in January.
okay.
We're not. We can't make that one. There's other things going on that weekend.
Okay, I still got to look into that. I might be able to make
There's
that.
still other tournaments.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, there's tons of. I just don't think we're gonna go to any. We're not gonna make the other
Yeah.
tournament.
So I might make the 6:30 skirmish one.
And he doesn't know if he wants to do like the Adepticon, big, huge, 120 some odd
but
man
all the
tournament.
all the experience you
That's
get.
right,
and-
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
So I told him, well, it'll probably be spring training then. And I'm
So
like, that'd be an opportune time to use your Hondo list.
yeah. So to kind of wrap this up, we had great fun. The
We had
tournaments were
great fun. Yes.
Don't sleep on the marksmen. I think they
They have a place.
they have a place. They need aims.
I'm thinking they might be better than my 4-man squad with the scanner
Yeah, maybe
because they are cheaper instead of saving a couple more points to maybe
Yeah.
get another
Yeah.
frag grenade in there or something.
right.
Um,
You take an aim, you're reaching at least range 4.
at range 4, so
Yeah.
they can send that back point and
Yeah.
contribute.
Yeah,
and-
50 points.
And I mean, in theory, Cody's going to be having observation tokens out for them to get their reroll that they
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
They don't get to do the cool marksman then, but
Yeah.
it's things that can maybe happen.
Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah.
yeah, God, I think that's about it.
I think so. We rambled on here pretty quick.
There is the first weekend in January is the 6:30, the Windy City Skirmish. There is still openings for that. It's a 2-day event. Sign up for it. Kevin and them run a great show.
Mhm.
They're always great when they come down and play. So if you guys are looking for, hey, there's no LVO now because LVO's in October or something,
Yeah.
go and you're in the Midwest area by
Mhm.
Chicago, in the Chicagoland area, or close enough that you want to go play in a 2-day tournament. There
Go
you
for it.
go. Go for it. So everything's up on Longshanks for that. And then I think the one after that would be Adepticon. I don't know of
Maybe.
anything in between.
Yeah, I don't know.
At least not in our area, locally-ish. So
Yeah. So I think for staying this long, there's 1 or 2 for you, and stop watching us.
go roll some dice.